This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
They go play action here on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. You can look at this Browns defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now they'll change things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Thompson Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get to him right away at the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Gold with an extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Thompson Robinson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A give, running right is Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On second down, here's the option.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is DTR.
And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run a draw now with Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run with Carter. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field on what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
That'll be caught. It's caught. Oh, some strong running. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Higgins goes in motion right.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
A strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Down the left sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joe Bitonio.
Ready.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Cooper will go in motion. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. 11 yards for number 11. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.